Kijk zo lang. the black hood. Can you get that a baby on, please?
Rangers! Follow up! Boy, spin back. Back, yeah. Spin back. Run.
in the cutter and forms events, the judging panel operates much like a judging panel, say, in gymnastics, or a judging panel, say, in diving, where scores are given over, well, usually a 5 to 10 range, and obviously scores are given for precision of technique, focus, balance in movement, and all, there's probably a list of about 10 different qualities and attributes that the judges look for in judging those kinds of events. In self-defence demonstrations, the effectiveness and, you know, street kind of application of the self-defence moves is taken into account in the scores that are given. In weaponry, of course, the same thing as in the forms and cutter events. Those are the factors again, but the person's handling of the weapon, how they make it flow naturally in movement, it's not too mechanical, and other aspects like that are taken into account. In the showmanship, of course, as I said before, entertainment value is very important because that's what that event is supposed to promote. Some of those displays are done to music, and some of them, you know, are choreographed fighting moves, which I guess are a bit like you may see on a movie set or something like that. It's all very interesting. So there's many different aspects to the martial arts competitions, not just a couple of people getting up out on the mat and slugging it out in their competition.
Go fight! Fight! Big fight! That's it! Look at that fight! Fight! Go fight! Fight! One more kick! Not there. Take care. Go fight! 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 Come on! Again, Mike. Hey! Go fight! 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 Come on, Chris. Hey! Go fight! Come on, Chris. Fight! Fight! Hey! Go fight! 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 Hey! Go fight! Enough! Fight! Come on, Chris. Come on! Hey! Go fight! 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 Hey! Go fight! Fight! Take him down! Time it down! Break! Stop!
That's right.
Go!
We're here at Sunday evening Grand Championships now, where we will see all the best performers of the tournament that have come through the Saturday and Sunday elimination bouts and competitions. We're going to see in the presentation that we do kata forms events where the competitors compete in front of judges, I guess like gymnastics or diving judges. We have a panel of judges who award scores out of 10 for the performance that the competitor does in front of them, and they look for such things as precision of technique, balance, focus, power. There's also an aesthetic beauty content in a form or a kata where they look for that artistic quality in the presentation.
Yeah!
Here we have the ladies' final. 2 points each. Janice Carler and Ellen Gatt. Ellen on the left and Janice Carler on the right. Not enough to score a point in that exchange. Might be a score to the head in this one. Left-hand punch. Ellen Gatt was able to do a countering technique that awarded the point. And she has won through to be the ladies' champion at 96 CCP. In this bout we have Mike Panui and Colin Lorrigan. Mike Panui is the fellow in the black pants. Colin Lorrigan, I guess as you can see by the badge sewn on his left, the sleeve of his left uniform sleeve, is a New Zealander, as is Mike Panui. So this is a New Zealand all New Zealand bout to see who will go into the final against Ali Settendag. I think if you watch closely, you can also see that this is point fighting, very fast techniques and very technical. Mike Panui has won through. Champion at the 96 CCP Martial Arts Tournament. Ali Settendag in the red uniform has been the champion the last 2 years. Mike Panui from New Zealand. So we have an international final. Mike Panui just got a point. Drop spinning kick to the chest. Not enough to score. The judges didn't like it. Maybe the falling down aspect shows perhaps it wouldn't be an effective technique in real combat. That has to be taken into consideration even in the sporting event of martial arts. I think he'll get the point for this one. Ali Settendag. No, not awarding a point. Judges are being fairly recalcitrant. Oh, there was an exchange there. Very fast technique, both these fighters. Ali has got that second point now, and he's on his way to perhaps another Grand Championship win. Slipped that kick, went underneath and went over the top. Let's see what the judges decide. Not enough to score. Ali went close to scoring a point to the face there, and I think he may have got one this time. No, they don't like it. They're making it hard, which it should be in the Grand Championship final. Watch how Ali moves. Very experienced fighter. very good at moving. Let's see what this exchange brings. No score for that one, not enough to score. 2 judges or more have to award the point. For it to be a clear technique. And perhaps that round hand technique will get there. 2 points each, very exciting. Now Ali's got his work cut out. Very fast hand technique. Now he's dropped on the floor, which is a strategy he employs. Very good mover. Both these fighters are very good movers. Also quite good in defence. Saw a point there to a kick to the body. Let's see what the judges decide. Not enough to score. It's got to be a clear and decisive point to decide the Grand Championship. Could be up to the referee's decision to score one or the other, because if he casts that deciding vote for a score, let's see what the referee decides. It's in his hands now. He's not going to want to decide. He wants it to be a clear decision that everyone agrees with. That one, very clear, you see, and this is better. Has won through in a very close struggle. That's the closest I've seen. Come on, Dennis. And here we have the contact fighting. A bit different to the point sparring, as you can probably tell. Contact is allowed, full contact to the body in black belt divisions, and full contact kicks to the head. Luckily, most of those kicks get blocked. Here again we have an Australia versus New Zealand contact bout. And if the man in the red uniform looks familiar, yes, that is Ali Settendag. He's in the contact fighting as well. He has been very successful in that kind of fighting as well. And this fighting can be obviously quite strong contact to the body. And as you can see, the fighting is continuous. There is no stopping the award points. So in a way, some people may say that this is more realistic in a real fighting sense. There's no stopping by the referee to award points. The 3 judges watch the fighting and keep mental track of the points scored. And that has a bearing, of course, on their decision at the end of the bout to who wins the bout. The referee's just going through the rules to make sure they understand about the head contact. No strong head contact is allowed with the hands at all. Full contact kicks are allowed to the head. Contact to the body, full contact. No kicks below the belt. Ali was going to try a knee attack there, but he's aware now that that is no longer in the rules. Knees are not allowed. Nor are elbows. Drop spinning kick attempt again. Very powerful driving hand techniques to the body. Again, Ali comes in, pounding the body with hand technique. Looks like Mike Panui can't get those fiery kicks working. Ali's dominating with hand technique. Ali's not a bad kicker in his own right. Well, the boys have fought themselves to almost to a standstill, and I believe it will be Ali, the champion. Very strong all-round fighter. So Ali wins the contact fighting championship and is grand champion in the contact division.
The third year running, Ali Sender.
Richard Gale is a competitor at this year's CCP tournament and has had some success in the tournament. Richard, you were second place at the black belt cutter.
Yes.
That would have been a very close event, I would imagine.
Yes, I was beaten by Ali Sitindad by 0.1.
0.1 of a point.
Yeah.
Gee, that is very close.
One of the closest competitions I've had in a while.
Yes, the cutter, excellent. Actually, you've won through in the Grand Championships, I noticed this evening.
Yes.
Grand Championship titles here. Very hard.
Yeah, the competition here at the CCP is very hard every year. It's very close every year. That's why I like coming down. It's good fun, but it's hard fun.
When you say coming down from
Brisbane. I
From
live in
Brisbane.
Brisbane.
Okay.
Fix things up for me. And I actually went out and did a completely different kata compared to the one I did in the individual. I did Hunsu in the individual, and I came out and did Goju Shiho Dai in the Grand Championship. And I felt that a change of kata would be good for the judges. The judges have already seen the one kata once.
Part of the strategy of competition.
Yeah.
Well, pretty successful. Well done. Just let us know a little bit of preparation that you make for a tournament such as this.
Well, I didn't get as much notice this year as I got last year. I only had 2 months to prepare for this, and it was pretty solid training. I was training 5 days a week at home.
Here, Ali Sitindad, who is the grand champion in both point fighting and contact fighting this year at the 96 CCP tournament. And if I'm not mistaken, Ali, you've won this event before.
Certainly.
How many times altogether? Don't be modest.
This is the third time running so far. It seems to get harder every year as well. I have to say, this year would have to be the hardest year. Good competition from the New Zealand crowd.
I noticed that about the in the point fighting, the New Zealand fella took you to 2 points. It was 2 points all.
Very rare, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
you had to come through and get that third point.
Yeah, very hard.
Yeah.
It's more or less a game of tag out there. And, all I do is go out there and have some fun. I enjoy myself when I'm out.
Yeah, we'll see that on the video that the tape that we have of the events. That you do enjoy yourself a lot.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. You know? We come to these tournaments to show some good sportsmanship and to have some fun. It's not about coming to a tournament and start beating each other up.
Yeah.
So,
that brings us to the contact fighting, actually. You should bring up about beating each other up. I guess some people might look at the contact fighting and see that kind of aggression and that contact that's made in that sort of fighting. And I guess for some people it might be a little bit worrying. The good thing in the rules, I believe, is that there's no really hand techniques to the head.
that's correct.
So the old grey matter up here is kept pretty safe. All right, now, I also noticed that you won the black belt cutter division.
Exactly. Unfortunately, I didn't win the grand champion, but it's a tough competition.
We just talked to Richard Gale. Obviously, he's had a lot of respect for Richard.
Oh yeah, very much. Richard and I go back a long way now, since the beginning of the start of this organisation. It's always been between Richard and myself. And, it's good. I actually got one up on him during the actual black belt division, but he deserved to win tonight. So well done to him.
Good sportsmanship. It's very good to hear that. We hear Robert Sliwer, competitor at the tournament this year, who's actually a very experienced practitioner of kobudo, or karate weapons. I'm just going to talk to Robert a little bit about his history in karate. Robert, you're chief instructor of Ishinryu Karate in Australia.
Yes, I am.
How long have you been doing karate now for?
Karate in Ishinryu for about 9 years, and overall for about 26 years.
26 years altogether.
Including Kempo and that as well.
All right, so you've done a couple of different styles.
Kempo, Kyokushin.
Okay. All right, no problem. So you've been around a little bit. And how long, have you been competing in tournaments for a long time? Or?
Since 1965.
Okay, so I was going to actually say, introduce you as a veteran. And that's quite a very appropriate term.
Nice.
Not a problem, because you're still doing that.
Yes.
And obviously you went in the weapons event at this year's tournament. What other events did you enter? Or just the weapons this year?
The open cutter and the weapons, and that was it. I don't spar anymore from this.
No, not a problem. It's just something, we have that on our footage that we recorded at the tournament this year. It's something that you've really got to, mix it with those young guys out there, and they're slamming away there sometimes, especially the contact fighting.
That's it.
But, these displays that are done in the cutter events and the weaponry even as well, they have a certain artistic quality to them. Like when we say martial arts, the cutters and the forms and the weaponry things and even the showmanship displays that we've seen at the tournament. I guess it's, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that where the arts aspect comes in about martial arts?
Yes, that's correct. Karate was never tournament, was never sparring or anything. Karate was only basics and kata, because all your forms, everything you needed to know was in your kata, and you trained with that at home, and there was never any tournaments as such. Tournaments is only a modern thing since the late 30s. Yeah.
Fairly recent thing,
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Did I get that right, Ron?
Pretty close. I'm Chief Sensei of Kizen Shin Karate Do and Chief Instructor of Australian Self-Defense Kung Fu. I guess they're my sort of official titles, if you like.
Speaking of officials, what's your official job here at the karate tournament?
The CCP this year, well, last year as well actually, 95 and 96 now, and I think it's going to be an ongoing thing. I serve as Chief Judge and Technical Advisor to the tournament, or to the officials really of the tournament. I keep track of the officiating process, and I take comments and criticisms from people, constructive criticisms, so forth, and submit a report back to the committee, including myself. I guess I'm one of the committee too, and we discuss how we apply the rules, we discuss ways of improving the officiating, because that's one of the key elements in running a tournament, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I've been in martial arts for over 25 years now, and I've been teaching martial arts for about 20 years, or a little bit over 20 years, and I'm a full-time professional martial arts instructor. That's my career, that's my profession, and I involve myself in the tournaments to really try and enhance them and make them a better event for the competitors and for everyone concerned.
This whole thing, as soon as I walked in, it wasn't quite what I expected. But,
I think that's the same for a lot of people. I think a lot of people would think martial arts like karate, or even I think they somehow correlate them to kickboxing, which actually is a completely separate thing. Martial arts fighting, but even the martial arts fighting aspect through the movies, I suppose, they really identify it with a couple of people getting up out on the mat or whatever and just slugging it out, and they go, well, that's what the martial arts is about, end of story. Well, I think if we look at the event that's run here at this kind of a tournament, many of the tournaments run, they're very similar in that way. It's a lot of, where we see a lot of the artistic or more, that kind of an event, a run, where we have self-defense displays. Well, artistic in the sense, I guess, like, let's take, for example, cutter and forms. Some of the footage we've taken of the event this year shows cutter and forms events, and I think looking at those, one can see a kind of an aesthetic beauty to the movements and techniques, where the competitors demonstrate precision and power, which is obviously necessary for a martial art of self-defense, because we must not forget we are training in martial arts of self-defense. But there's also an artistic quality, which is that beauty, or that kind of a skill level where one competitor rises above and demonstrates a higher ability in things like balance, efficiency in movement and precision of technique.